And it's Cheryl, and today I've got a little project I want to share. I have been watching a wonderful crafter called lyriclover 810, and she has a series on craft fairs because she does those, and she was making little cocoa pouches to sell at the craft fair. And so I have one of those right here, but I have not seen any cocoa. I was going to show the basic idea of it. Now, I'm making these for my coworkers at work, so this is just a very simple one. Haven't decided if I even want to embellish it more or not, because I've got a lot of them to make. So anyway, it's what this one is just a little pouch. And for now, and like I said, I haven't decided if I'm done yet. I got these little tags at Dollar General, and they're a little flip-up tag. And so I just took the back and I glued it down into the pouch. I don't know, there you go. I glued that in, and then I have this, and I can just write a little message here or stamp something nice and write on the back of here to each of my coworkers, and it's just a little way to show them how much I appreciate them and value the work they do. So anyway, what you do with these is you have a packet of cocoa, and then you slip it into the little pocket. And then she had been at Dollar Tree, obviously, early on in the season, and had found peppermint sticks that look like little spoons. And they were so cute, but they didn't have any when I went there, because my nearest Dollar Tree is like 50 miles away. So I didn't get those, but I'm going to get some candy canes or something and stick in here just to go with the cocoa, of course. And so that's her take on it. And if you were doing a tea one, you could do... This is done with 8-inch paper, which I'm going to be using today. But if you were to do a tea one, you could do 6-inch, and that way you could get 4 of them on a 112 by 12 sheet. So anyway, like I said, have been doing these, but then I put my own twist on it and found a way to not only make a really cool hot chocolate or gift card pouch, I also think it would make a great pocket for a journal. So let's get this going. Alright, so I've already cut my paper to 8 by 8, and I am using the Graphic 45 12 Days of Christmas. And I like the set, but when they did it, they put 2 days on each page. I realized that was, for the sake of, not getting the stack too big, but it's really hard to work with. I've ended up fussy cutting out some of the people and the things on it so I could use it for embellishments on other things, because with 2 of them on the same page, you would have to use the whole page to get the benefit of it, because it's kind of crazy the way they did it. So anyway, with that said, I have got my piece of 8 by 8 paper here, and I have inked around. I haven't inked around the edges. I don't think I'm going to on this one. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I put my own twist on this project, and it'll make a really cool journal pocket too. So here we go. And you can use double or single-sided paper. The one thing I would say is when you're using the heavier cardstock papers, make sure you get good, make sure you bend your paper a little before you go ahead and crease it, because I was working with some yesterday and I got in a hurry and bent it, and the paper cracked on me because of the thickness of what I was folding, and just that it's the cardstock paper, so it's much thicker. Anyway, I have already scored this, because I didn't think you needed to watch me try to line this up on my scoreboard and score the diagonal. But I did, and I want the plaid side of the paper facing out. I want that to be the outside. So I am going to just fold it here in the middle on my score line, if possible. I can't even get my score line to want to fold. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, and I have to work later. We've gone to the 10-hour days at work, which I'm loving, because though I have less time in the mornings, because I start at 12:30 now instead of 2:30, I have 2 days off in a row, which is really beneficial when you're like me and you... Oops, I did not get that folded very straight. So let's try this again. I'm sorry, I've got a little bit of a cold. It's freezing outside, way below normal for temperatures right now. And yeah, So, and I had a lady last night, one of the people I take care of, she wanted to go out to eat, and it's like, oh my gosh, the wind is so cold, I don't want to go out, but I took her out to eat, and she had a really good time, and then we drove around and looked at the Christmas lights, because she wanted to do that, so I kind of got away from my job for a little while, which was fine with me, because sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. So, anyway, I'm sorry, my eyes are itching really bad today. I think it's a dry air. So, anyway, I am to the point here where I need to find my cheat. I have a cheat thing. Okay. I am not good at folding down and getting it straight. This would probably be easier because I have this line here in my plaid. But for the cases when I'm using paper I don't have the line for, I made a cheat paper. And what this is just goes to the corners of my triangle. And then I folded it in the middle so I could see the fold. And then I just line it up with the corners of my triangle. And I bring, you want to bring just the first flap down, like so. And in her tutorial, she said to leave about 3/4 of an inch at the bottom. So you want to get that lined up. I want to get it lined up with this. And then I want to crease it down. And I've got a bone folder. My ink thing is running away on me. And I want to make sure I got it straight because my paper moved. But it's pretty straight. It's about as close as it's going to get, I think, for me. So anyway, I'm just going to burnish that down and take that away and get rid of it. So now what I want to do is I have this down and I know that I'm going to be, you know, doing this not like she did, because of the way she did it, you would fold these corners up to meet up there. Okay? But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fold them. And this is a very thick paper, and this is where it starts to get really thick. So I want to make sure my fold is pretty much lined up with my corner. And I know I don't have anything under this, but I just want to run my bone folder down it. You don't have to do this. Actually, I prefer single-sided paper because there is less bulk in it. But for the sake of what I want to do here, I just want to get that lined up really good, and I want to fold it over. And see, this is where my paper is going to crack if I'm not careful. So I want to make sure that I am bending it and rubbing it. And you could do this on a scoreboard. In fact, I would really recommend you do it on a scoreboard, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'm not going to drag my scoreboard out right now. And then you want to just crease your edges down, like so. And you want to do the exact same on the other side, making sure everything lines up. You don't want to fold your flap. You don't want to fold like in so that your flap is folded over. You want to try to keep it nice and straight with the edge of that. And I found it helps sometimes to pull up the flap a little bit so you can see right where your edge is, because sometimes you don't get it glued quite right, your flap will show. So yeah, so I'm just going to gently crease this down like so. Hope it's not going to crack on me. Then I'm going to burnish it down with my bone folder. Alright, at this point, you're probably going to want to open it up. And I'm going to use glue. You can use tape. You can use whatever you like. But I'm going to glue these edges together because I don't want them open. So, and it doesn't matter, just as long as you get a bead of glue or tape or whatever you want on here to hold them closed. Because otherwise it's going to spoil the way it looks. Okay, so then I'm just going to fold it back and bring that down so that my edges will glue nicely. There we go. Now, moving on, I've got these folded over and they overlap here in the middle. And so I'm gonna just run a line of glue. This is where glitter glue would be good, but I just haven't ordered any. I know everyone swears by it. I know everyone loves it. I just haven't bought any. So I'm just going to run a line of glue there, making sure that I don't want to go very far up because that's going to be part of my pocket. And once again, I'm just going to use my bone folder because this paper is getting very, very thick. So it doesn't even want to stick. My faithful, and this is what I mean. I don't know if you can see it, but it's torn just a little bit because I did not take my time. So definitely I would use my scoreboard with that. But for the sake of the tutorial, I just want to move it along. So now I'm going to run some glue on this other side. I'm going to go over my flap there just a bit. And since I know that this is going to overlap by at least a ½ inch, I'm going to guess at about a ½ inch. Put a little more glue on my corner there. Knock my glue over. It's me, guys. Having my usual disaster. Okay, and I know this is probably... Oops, you know what I did? I forgot to glue this flap down. Okay, well, since the glue isn't holding very well anyway, we can do that. I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to glue this flap down. If I get my glue to come out, I'm running. It's about halfway down, and it just doesn't want to come out. So I'm just going to generously glue this. I want it to stay down. And since this side is finally holding, I'm going to have to tuck it under. So definitely glue your flap down first. I like to leave my mistakes in because we're all human. And we all make them. And I might need a little more glue over here now. Okay. And my sides are splitting, but like I said, for the sake of the tutorial, just want to keep it moving. So now we have something that looks like this. You can see. And I don't really care for this double-sided paper, but it's what I grabbed. Okay, so now we have, I had a tag here just a second ago. I'll just use this one because it's handy. We have our pocket up here that we can put our cocoa packet in, or if you're journaling, you can put journaling cards or tag in this top, and then you have the bottom. All right, and we can leave it right there. We could just stop right there and say cute. You know, you could put 2 small tags in here. You could put journaling cards in here. Whatever you want would be just cool, or you could make like a big tag to stick in there. That's why it's important to just glue the very edge so you have room to stick stuff down. Now, since this is Christmas, this is for Christmas, I've cut out this front of a Christmas card. I thought it was really pretty. And I bought a bunch of old Christmas cards at a thrift store. Usually the thrift stores bag their cards and you get a variety, and that's what I thought I was getting. But since it was in a bag, they kind of get mad at you if you open the bags. So I didn't open the bag. And I got them home, and they were all Christmas cards. So I'm like, well, what do I do now? So then I started looking at them, and I started cutting off the fronts, and I'm just inking the edges of this a little bit because I did leave the white around because some of the things are very fine, and honestly, I don't see very good anymore. So it's kind of hard for me. But anyway, I've cut this off, and what I want to do is place it on the front of here. And this one is getting rather busy because of the back of this. That's why I prefer the white. And also, you know, you could leave it the white. They could journal under whatever you put in this top pocket. You could, you know, they could journal on here too. But I am going to do this. And sometimes if I hold this up into the thing, I can see better how it's going. And this is not really going like I would like it to. Maybe I have something else Christmassy that I could use here in place of that. I have a whole envelope here, and I just had it. But, again, my craft room is rather a mess. I have these bells. See, it's this background here is just kind of busy. That's why I don't care for the double-sided paper so much. If you were going to really, you know, embellish it, that would be great. But, yeah, I'm scared I'm losing my design here. I don't know. You tell me. It's because of this background here, so the white would be much better on that one. But I don't have anything else. I had cut out a bunch of pieces from the cards, and I think they're either all the wrong shape or the wrong size or something like that. What's that? That's a can now, not that. That's kind of cheesy. All those little bears. Everything I put on this, because of this background paper here, because it's double-sided, I'm going to lose. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. Which is no big deal, because I'm used to that. I never have a plan. Let's put it this way. I have a plan. It gets waylaid somewhere. Somewhere along the line. Oh, those bells. See, those bells go vertical. Now, they would pop out much more. However, they're going the wrong direction. Oh, and that's going the wrong... Everything is going the wrong direction for me. So, what are we going to do here? Do we just... Wait, here's some poinsettias, but they stick up, and I don't want that. Okay, well, the idea was there. I think I'm going to go ahead... Oh my gosh, that is so busy. I need a white triangle to put underneath here. That would work. Let me see. Maybe I've thrown some of these out, so maybe I can just, because, yeah, I didn't like them, or I had a problem with them, or they didn't get bent exactly straight. Let's see if I can chop a white triangle out of here, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to work either. All right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting a good laugh out of this. I have another one here I did with the white behind it. This one's was not meant for Christmas. This was just meant to try it out. And as you can see on there with the white behind it, it has a much better effect. So maybe we'll abandon this one. Goodbye. And we'll start with this one. And we'll do this one where it has the white behind it. And yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down on here. But I don't want to glue this shut. So we're going to do that. Because I think that's going to work just nicely. So I know that I can go, yeah. I'm going to just put some glue on here. I think I can probably go back in and touch it up. When I get down to this bottom edge, I'm going to just glue the edge of it. Because I don't want to glue my pocket shut. And then I can come back. I know on these edges a little more. And put that down. So let's try that. Can't no more than end in disaster, right? And this design, this poinsettia that I've used is overlapping just a bit on the edges of my... But see, isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Love it. And then I have the little, this I took out the card too. I cut this off the top because it was too fragile if I had cut around this to use it. And it's the greeting for it. So I think I'm going to ink that up. Oops, let me see. I need a little more glue here on my edges. And this is what I mean. I can at least go back and do my edges if I don't get them. Oh, come on. Don't fail me now. My trusty tacky glue. So I can go down and put just a little more along the edge to really get that stuck down. If it'll stick. Okay, I think I've got it pretty good. And where is my tag I was using? I just don't want to get glue inside because I don't want to. So, see, and then I haven't glued, I didn't want to glue in to the part where the white is showing because I want to be able to move my tag around in my pocket. So, I am going to ink these edges real quick here on this, and it just says Holiday Greetings. Nice, generic, but very nice. So, I am going to ink that up, put it on here as a greeting. Oops, and this one I don't have to worry about. I just need to make sure I get it stuck down flat because this one is designed for, like, what I was thinking was a cocoa packet in the back. And then in the pocket here, you could put a gift card, or you could make a small Christmas card to tuck in, or just write a little note to whoever you're giving it to. Tell them how much you appreciate them, because I don't think in this world today that we have time to really think about how much the people in our lives and the things that we have mean to us. And maybe we just get so caught up in day to day. And I don't want this straight across. I want it a little bit at an angle like that. Just like so. There we have that. And of course you won't see it when the hot cocoa pack is put in, but when they pull the cocoa pack out, then they'll have the little sentiment there that says holiday greetings, which I think is kind of sweet. And what else do I want to do? I don't know. Maybe I want to add a little, I think I want to add a little bow to the side. This isn't the world's best bow. It just happened because I had this red, ribbon from those little gift tags I showed you that I'm putting on my coworkers. And I'm going to want to make sure I don't put it back here because I don't want it to fall off when... And I am not using Fabri-Tac. I wish I had bought that. But I bought the Eleen's instead, and I like it, but it takes forever to dry, it seems like. So I think I will put my mangled little bow on here. It's not the world's best bow. Oh well. And then I will just stick it down in the corner like that. And there, you have your little pocket. Like that. Now think about if you're doing journaling, and oh yeah, not everything's dry, but then you could put your cocoa packet in the back, put your little candy canes or whatever little treats you want to give. And see, this is why I don't like this glue. It has absorbed into the paper, but is not sticking my bow. So we'll just use some tacky glue when I get done with this. But see, and then you could stick whatever you wanted in beside that, and you could tuck a little note, or you could, guess who got their glue over too far? Thank goodness this is only an experiment, or, you know, not an experiment. It's only being done for YouTube. I would say get a piece of acetate just in case and stick in there while you're gluing. See, I'm leaving my mistakes in so you can see them, but see, then you could tuck in a little Christmas card or just a little message or a gift card in there for whoever you want to give this to. So that is my take on that. But as I was saying, for journals, don't think about this as being Christmas, or maybe you want to, but wouldn't that be pretty? You could put lace down the sides, or if you had, you know, put some embellishments over here and decorate, leave a little of the lace sticking up. You know, like I said, it's endless, really, I think, what you could do with these, limited by your own creativity and imagination. So, with that said, I am going to put some good old trusty tacky glue on this bow. Stick it on here. Down there where you belong. My mangled bow. Okay, so, yeah, that is... Oh, it's really looking bad. It's not a good bow. It's not. It's one of those mornings. It's not a good bow, but there it is. I hope that you will give this a try because they're super simple, quick to make, extremely addicting, and they would make a nice little gift. I think I'm going to be doing some of the regular cocoa packets for my family, and I'm just going to use those as the gift tags on the presents. I think that would be cool, and then they can get some cocoa with it while they're doing it. Well, I'm on this subject of all this crafting stuff and all that. I did the drawing on the 10th, and Karen Bauer was my winner. Karen has yet to contact me, and so I put it out because I believe she probably saw it on the Rambling Crafters site. So I put a notice on there that she has won, and if any of you out there know Karen, please let her know that she won because she hasn't responded. If she does not respond within a week, 7 days, the 17th, I will do the drawing over. But I'm really hoping that she will respond because she was the winner. And so Karen, if you're out there and you're listening, please get a hold of me, and get a hold of me on however you want. You can leave a comment below and we'll figure it out how we're going to get in touch with each other so I can get your winnings shipped out to you. I also want to give you a little preview of something I want to put in my Etsy. But I think I'll wait with that for another video because this one's getting long. It takes my videos forever to load. So I think we'll do that in another video because I'm not going to be getting to that until January. I'm giving the rest of December to get used to the 10-hour days now and get everything I need to get done for Christmas. I want to thank you all very much for joining me today, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.